Hello everyone. So in this video I will be covering a very basic example of depth first search. So we have all heard this algorithms in any type of algorithm classes, or maybe you learned it while trying to solve a couple of problems related to data structures and algorithms. But I saw a very cool example of depth first search in real life, not in real life, but in a place where you can actually use it. So there is this game called Minecraft, and if you play Minecraft, you know that sometimes you go caving, and while you are exploring caves, you often get lost. If there is a mine shaft, or if there is a cave with a lot of branches, you will often get lost. So I was watching a video from this YouTuber called Veritasium, and he was explaining how a rat solves a maze by just keeping it on its left side. So uh, the thought was subconsciously in my mind, and I was just caving in Minecraft, and I thought what I can do is I can basically start placing torches on uh, uh, as on the path that I'm going along. And what I did was, mostly there are two types of two paths available when you are caving generally in Minecraft. In some cases it can be three or more paths, but generally you have two paths. So what I do is pick either the right one, depending upon my mood. I can either pick the rightmost path, or I can either pick the leftmost path. That is how you do it in DFS also. So let's assume we are picking the leftmost path, or let's pick the rightmost path, because generally in DFS examples we pick the left one, but let's pick the right one this time. So what we'll do, we will start traversing the right cave, the cave that is on the right side. We'll start going deep into that cave, and then again after some time you will mine a few ores. Maybe you got slate emerald, or maybe just some random copper or something. Then you found three or four paths. Okay, so this time there is a special thing. One of the path is a little bit above height, and the other path is in below height. So what you can do is, you can as you guys know that in Minecraft, if you generally speaking, if you pick the path that goes deep, uh, it will branch out more. So what you can do is, you can what I like to do is pick the upper path, the path uh, that is going up. So you pick the rightmost upper path, and then you start traversing that way. And then when you are done traversing there, you come back, and then from there you go to the down path, and then start traversing the downwards path. Now all of this looks really cool when I'm saying it, but let me show you on a whiteboard how it would look like. So here I have a whiteboard, and this is Steve. Steve is trying to go down a cave, and this is the cave that is in front of him. There is this path, there is this path, there is this above path, and then there is this path as well. Let's pick a rule on which he will go cave diving. So in this case the rule is RT, which means right top. Whenever we find a bunch of paths, we will pick the path which is rightmost and at the top. So in this case the path would be this cannot be the path, because it is LT, leftmost top. This is LB, leftmost bottom. This is right, but it is not the top. So this would be the path that he would choose. He goes into this path, and then let's assume he traverses the cave, found some more, and then Steve comes here, and after coming here he finds this path, this path, this path, this path, this path, and then this random path here. So now what he will do is, he will start looking into these paths. So first of all, he has this path. Again, this is a leftmost bottom, and then this is middle leftmost something LT, and then this is just right of him. In mind, you can just give it a name. Let's say we call it R dash, then we can call it RB, rightmost bottom, and then we can call it R double dash or something. And then this is the path that we are going to choose, RT, rightmost top. And then after you are done caving, now you have to get out of the cave. You have to go back to here where we were at the starting. What you have to do is, the rule that we chose was RT, rightmost top. But when we have to come out of the caves, what we will do is, we will invert the rule. So in this case the rule now will be leftmost bottom. So when Steve will start following this, and uh, on his way home, every time he comes across a path and he chooses the leftmost bottom path, he would successfully come out of the caves. So I hope you understood what I was trying to explain. It might have gotten a bit cluttered, but essentially this is the best way I think so far that I have found to not get lost in caves in Minecraft, and basically it is a good approach to solving a lot of problems. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.